Have you been juicing? Because I've been juicing. Happy Self-Love Saturday. Whoop, whoop. This is a topic I've been wanting to cover now for a little while, and it is the biggest difference between friendships in your 20s versus your 30s. I am currently in my early 30s, emphasis on the early. I had two fallouts last year with quick friendships, very quick, like flash in the pan friendships, like friendships that I kid you not did not even make a full year. So when I was having the fallout of them and the drama that comes with the fallout, I was like, what the hell? Like what is going on? How did I even get caught up into this mess? And it really made me start to think about friendships in your 20s versus friendships in your 30s, because it reminded me of a friendship in my 20s. Like an experience that I hadn't had in so long, and so I was like, how? And then you guys know that I reconnected with Shannon, Shan Booty, for those who may not know, and she was a pivotal friendship for me in my 20s that unfortunately didn't make it going into our 30s, but now as women in our 30s, we were able to kind of reconcile and to actually have a real conversation. And that process has been very important for my growth, but it has also made me really think about friendships that I experienced in my 20s versus friendships in my 30s, and my thought process on friendship and what I actually want and look for. I've been asking a few of my girlfriends.
Before, I really liked to be liked, and I liked to have a lot of friends. And now, because I have such great friends and I've done a really great job, maybe curating is the wrong word, or maybe it's the right word, of just like deciding who is going to be around you and why they're going to be around you and what you like about them. And so now I think I'm very selective about who I'm friends with. I'm still friendly, still like to meet new people, learn about them, but the people who are in my circle, I'm quite selective. Also, another thing is recognizing the different relationships, understanding that in some friendships I'm the one who pours into them, and then in other relationships I go to them when I need to be poured into, when I need support. Those different relationship dynamics, and not wanting those relationships where or feeling like, oh, I'm always helping them, and thinking that that's a bad thing. Like, it's actually a great thing that you're someone that someone goes to when they're discouraged or confused or need help. Like, that's a great thing to be for someone, and it's great if someone else can be that for you, and that way everyone's kind of getting taken care of, and every relationship doesn't have to be exactly the same. So understanding the different relationships has been a difference over time as I've gotten older. And probably the last thing that has to do more with me than with other people is that I'm more open than I used to be. I share a lot more, and so my relationships have gotten deeper. I've shared, funny things, emotional things, whatever's going on in my life, and so I just share a lot more about what's going on with me, and so through that, my relationships have gotten deeper and stronger.
Now I'm just more in my 30s. I'm more selective with who I have around me, because I realize, how much relationships takes energies or gives energies away. So I'm more conscious. In my 20s, it felt more, I try to please more people, still trying to find myself. So I think now I'm just more secure in who I am and what I want. So I think that's the biggest difference.
When I was in my 20s, it was really important for me to have friends that I could hang out with, that I could gossip with, talk to boys about, kind of just shoot the shit. Now that I'm in my 30s, I think that it's very important for me to have a circle of friends who will listen to me, understand me, tell me when I'm eating too much pizza, tell me when I'm getting fat, not just agree with me, tell me when I'm wrong in any situation, especially when it comes to relationships. I need friends that understand I'm not going out past 9:30 because I'm in bed by 10:30, so I can't hang out.
I've lived in Los Angeles throughout my 20s. At some point I did live in New York, but at that time I was in a relationship, and so new friendships were kind of a thing for me, but also I had a full boyfriend. I had a whole entire man to worry about. But being in LA in your 20s and friendship, you want to talk about hard. My early 20s, I was more so like the type to just kind of let things slide. And also, you're not as confident in yourself and who you are and what you want. So almost the drama of being like, oh, I don't really want to hang out with that person just seems almost too much and overwhelming. I think I even did stuff like that in relationships, like dealing with men that I probably should not have dealt with. The confidence though started to show up by time I was 26. By that age is when I started to just kind of like not take no mess. My mid to late 20s did have a few negative experiences, very key negative experiences that really shaped how I looked at friendship and treated friendship going into my 30s. But now I'm just very cautious, and my bullshit meter is on like all of the time. Now in my 30s, I realize this. All of my closest friends don't even live in the same city as me. My best friends, the people that I trust the most, the people that get to hear my secrets and my thoughts, my low-key, they're my therapists, you know? Those people don't even live in the same city as me, and it doesn't bother me. I'm really okay with that, and it's because I understand the journeys that we're all on, and that they're not all the same, and that we don't all have to just be right beside each other, because people have lives and people are busy. And so I value our communication in a whole other way. Now these days I'm so selective on who gets to really know me. I'm very slow. It takes a long time to get to know someone, and I mean all facets of them. Just because you know what they're like when they're happy doesn't mean you know them. Jumping the gun and being like, we're best friends right now, or we're this or we're that, is, I think, the epitome of your 20s, and almost very foolish. And if there was one pivotal lesson, I would say, is that none of the drama is worth it. None of the drama that you experience in your 20s, early 20s, late 20s, the back and forth, the he say, she say, that I gotta say something, that I gotta confront them, none of it's worth it. You don't even have to do it. Don't bother. Once somebody reveals who they are, just believe them and keep it pushing. And I wish that I had understood that years ago. I understand it more now. And so when something feels stressful, when something feels all these type of things, when something feels uncomfortable and like it's gonna be more work, then I just kind of move on. So that is what I think is the difference between friendships in your 20s versus your 30s. Tell me in the comments if you are in your 30s, what you think the difference is. If you are in your 20s, tell me what your thought process on friendship has been so far and what you're looking forward to in your 30s when it comes to friendship. Thanks guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with any of your friends who you think need it. Bye!